I'm going to, or rather, in today's live streaming, I'm going to share with you why Danang is a perfect winter getaway. I am doing this live stream because many of you have asked me why, of all the places, Danang, right? So I'm going to share with you this my story because we've been there just not too long ago, 2 years ago. So let me see if I didn't. I've forgotten to put on my mic. Anyway, let me just see if I can try put this on so that my, or rather, maybe we will just skip the mic because I don't know if it will affect the YouTube part because I am. Let me just put this on top so we can have the mic. Because you know why? Because I have this room beside me. It's running like all the time with the machine. So I thought maybe with the mic it will be much easier. So okay, now the reason why we choose Danang is because we've been there. We've done all the things that tourists supposed to do. But we really feel like Danang is much more than an attractive tourist place. So in this video, I'm going to share with you why we go there and why you too should go there because it's the best place and it's the world most cheapest place to either go for a short time or a long period of time to get away from the winter. Yesterday I did a live stream about why I don't like winter, and I'm sure you guys have an idea why I need to get away from this winter because winter is actually not good for our health. So, in terms of mentally and physically, you have to go to the gym to work out in order to get fit. So, Danang is actually a good place because you can be really active um, doing stuff that you can't do in the winter because I'm not a good skier, so I have problem with the weather and my back, my bone is very painful every year when I'm here. So LG case is also the same. We have a problem, uh, and that's why we decided to go to Danang and spend at least 90 days there, and we're going to share our journey with you. So, first of all, reason number one is because of the winter. The weather from January till March, middle of March, the temperature is about 16 to 26 degrees Celsius. No, it's 19 degrees to 26 degrees Celsius. So it's really, really comfortable. And I think here in winter it's like you can get like minus 15 averagely to uh, sometimes it can go up to 25. So to get away for 3 months is a really good way to get out, and also we want to go after the new year because I noticed the price for the air ticket is usually cheaper in the middle of January. So that's why we booked that. If you're going to check on the internet, you notice that the air ticket price is much cheaper in January after the 15th because that is where the people will start leaving because there are a lot of expats and there are a lot of people staying there. Like some of them we have met. It's like they stay there for a few months, some of them years even. So maybe they want to go back and spend Christmas. So during this time, is a lot of transaction. A lot of people are moving out. That's why there's a lot of apartments that are available for rental. Another good thing about Dana is because the rental is easily affordable. I can give you an example. For a studio apartment, you can easily pay around 200, between 200 to uh, If you want something bigger, about 350 for a studio apartment. When I mean studio, it's like everything in one room. You have the bed, you have a small kitchen, you have maybe a dining table, and maybe if you're lucky, you get a balcony or a window. Usually they are aircon and they are not, how to call that, then the electricity is not included. So this kind of apartment, they have like a meter, so you pay by the meter. So every month, the average electricity, depending on whether you how much you cook. If you cook a lot, then it probably be around, yeah, 100,000. It is very affordable. I think if you were to live in a one room apartment, according to what I understand, it's about 180 to $100 US dollars. So it's really really cheap. And also the places that you can rent, because those places are located quite along the coast. A lot of people like to stay near the beach because it is, you want to spend your time in the sun and going for walks. So during the daytime, you might not see a lot of people there, but in the afternoon, people come to the beach after 3 o'clock, or they come early in the morning because then that is not too hot. Mm, at this time, it's a raining season, so the raining will continue to go up to around middle of January, even end of January. So if you want to like avoid the monsoon season, so it's best to go maybe end of January. We are taking chances. We are going to middle because we want to be there, find an apartment, and settle down. So this will take like 2 3 days. So our plan is to go there, get the ticket, go there, and then uh, stay in a hotel for at least 2 days, 3 days, because that will give you some time to walk around the area that you want to find a perfect place. And I suggest not to book them online because all those pictures are not really making sense, because a lot of people complain they're using this wide angle camera. So the apartment usually look much bigger compared to the real, in real. So it's better you book a apartment, or no, a hotel. You want to stay there for a few days before go around and take a look and see, because I think it is very important. If you have an apartment that is near to a construction site, chances that you might hear the construction sound all the time. So it's better to like go there and feel it, walk around the area one or two times, and then maybe talk to some local people. Maybe they will give you some advice, like what are the things that you should take care of. I like Danang first because I'm a nature lover. I noticed Danang offers a lot of uh, nature for visitors, for the local people. There are mountains, there are sea, and there are forests you could explore. And I'm going to share with you some of my pictures that I have been there the last trip, so you know what I mean. There is a mountain called the Marble Mountain, which is really, really pretty. And there were a lot of monkey there. This is algae being in the one of the site where they have a lot of Buddha, and it's really, really beautiful there. Oh, it's really, really beautiful there. And you could take a bus there. The one thing I like about Danang is the transportation is ridiculously cheap. Alright, if you take a bus, for example, from Danang to the Mother Marble I Mother Marble Mountain, which is just about maybe 15 minutes. It's so cheap there, but I think it was like 20 cents or something. So it's ridiculously cheap. And mostly the bus is quite empty one because a lot of people there have a scooter. So public transport is not something that they use most of the time. I hope my microphone. Oh my goodness, my microphone is beside my thigh. So, I'm so sorry. I hope you hear me though, Endo. I'm so sorry, YouTube. Have you been to Danang? Let me know, okay? Because I think that would be a very interesting topic to discuss about if you've been to Danang. Maybe I'm not 100% right with my information. But I think also, if you are foodies, you will love Danang because Danang will offer you all the whatever type of food you desire, because I know this is very international. You can find Indian food, you can find Korean food, you can find Japanese food, a lot of international food, because there's so many tourists there. And the most cheapest, most delicious food I find, in my opinion, is the Vietnamese local traditional food. So talking about the price, right? Price wise, it could cost you between 25,000 dong, which is about 8 Swedish krona. I don't know how much is it. 80 cent from 80 cent, or maybe $1 US dollar to maybe $2 maximum. And you could get a really nice piece of lunch at that price. But if you want something that maybe quality, so you go to the bigger restaurant. But I have no issue eating the smaller restaurant, because usually those smaller to me, I think that is coffee shop. Maybe to some of you is like small restaurant, depending on where you're staying. Okay, so all these small restaurant, they have all those delicious traditional Vietnamese food, and that is where you should go, because they serve local price. When I mean local price, is that when you come there, you will notice the price between the tourist place and the local place. The tourist place usually are slightly more expensive, depending on what kind of food, what kind of restaurant you go. But the local place is like you really get to experience the local experience. Like you sit on this small chair, and then I remember ever once actually fall down, and then everyone's like, wow, looking at him. It was so funny. So, have that experience, because I think that, for that kind of price, and you're eating the best quality food. And also, the one thing really nice about Da Nang is because most of the food are served either piping hot or cold. So the piping hot one, you don't have to worry, because it's usually soup. Soup is really soothing for our body. It's very good for health. So I would suggest that you try all kinds of soup, noodle soup, and it's really really nice. I promise you, you're gonna love it. All right, and also the choice of restaurant is like, wow. It's like you go everywhere. It's like worse than Singapore. Okay. You were talking about Singapore, there's a lot of food in every corner, but in Da Nang you will see even more, and the choices is like even wider. It's not like they serve the same food. Usually they always have different kind of vendor that serve different kind of food, and all these food are being prepared by family members, local people, and they are so delicious. And I'm sure the sandwiches, the bambi is uh, very popular. It's a kind of French bread with a lot of different kinds of meat, and then with some salad, and they have a very choice of like spicy or not spicy, and that one can cost like between 80 cents to $1. How cheap is that, right? And that could fill you up for a lunch. For us, we are not used to eating lunch. So that is like more than enough. Even, the bread is like this big. So it is definitely enough to make you feel the whole day before you can go out in the evening and have dinner. And also because Da Nang is an international airport, we want
we like it there because then we can easily fly from there to other Asian country with a very very affordable price, because you will never believe how cheap is a air ticket from Danang to Korea to Singapore to Malaysia to Thailand. It's really really cheap. Okay, you can go and check it out yourself, but don't worry if you want some like tips how to go about by searching from Danang airport. I'm going to give you tips in my next video. Okay, I'm going to do a bit of research and I'm going to give you some link, right, where to book a cheaper ticket and cheaper hotel. And also, if you are wondering what we do, right, during the daytime, I mean, if you're going to spend like 90 days there, what you're going to do? Basically, me and LG, we are quite chill. We like to just take it easy. So when we were there the first time, we stayed in a hotel. It's called Halini. It's a very nice hotel. And you'll notice that the hotel, they often provide you a really good selection of um, uh, at least the hotel that we live in the first time, they really provide us a really good spread of choice of breakfast, usually a combination of Western and Eastern. So you can eat as much as you want and you will feel very full. So what we did is that in the morning, we wake up around 9, 10 o'clock, and then we go to the restaurant where they serve breakfast, and they still serve until 11. So, and they keep filling it up. They don't, see like, okay, term empty, then we just leave it as they fill it up. So you can have a late lunch or a brunch. So you will save some money eating lunch, right? So what we do is we eat very full and then we will just take it easy. The mistake that we made, because LG, he really loves sun, and Swedes are crazy when they see the sun. It's like your Asians see the snow. So he's like, wow, straight away after the lunch he will go to the beach and then he suntan. Of course you can get tan very easily in midday, but that is not good. You must protect yourself, and it's too hard, because those days when we were there in the beach, we were forced to have like an umbrella, to protect ourselves from the sun. So I suggest that the best time to go is actually in the early morning. Go for an early morning dip in the sea, or maybe go for a fast walk and then go back to the hotel, eat your breakfast, and then take it easy. Stay in the hotel, take it easy, and just maybe walk around the area with an umbrella, because it can be really hot. So that was what we did. It was not a very smart choice because we really got burned. And then in the evening, we just chill out at the beach, and then we went to find some nice cheap restaurant and we have dinner there, and then we walk around. The one thing really nice about Da Nang is it is extremely chill, it's safe. We were not even afraid at all. We felt like we can go out in the middle of the night, because a lot of nights when we came home, it was like 11, 12 o'clock, and we never felt like, anybody is following us, watching us. No, we felt very, very safe there. Because we were staying quite near the coast, so there's a lot of lights, on the street light, and the lane of the road along the coast at the beach is like 6 lane. you know it's very wide and it's very bright, so you don't have to be afraid. So I'm not saying that it is not safe to go to the small alley. We did try walking the small alley, and we never felt any like insecure or people watching us or feel unwelcome. All right, so I would say it's a very very safe place, and people are there are very friendly, and they will say "Xin Chao," they will greet you, especially if they know that you're a tourist. Because I think the mentality, I think the Vietnamese, they get it. They know that this country need you know, um, tourists. And that is the way for the country to develop and to grow, you know, economically. So I think they understand, they get it, they know that, oh my goodness, you know, our paycheck come from the tourists, so we must treat them well. And we will try to help them as much as they need us. And you know, most of them, they are very, very helpful. Unless you come across some old man or old auntie, maybe they are not so good in English, but you have the Google, right? So you have the Google, you can have the Google translator, you speak in English and then you translate, and he or she will straight away understand what you want and where you are going to, you know, if you're asking for direction. So I think it's a really, really nice. Let me just quickly go to with you like a few places. Like this one is in the marble. I hope you can see the marble, the marble, and those food. Oh my God, it's not only cheap and it's so delicious. So on this marble mountains, it's like a mountain just not so far from our hotel. So you could either walk there, or you can rent a scooter to go up, or you can walk up there also. But you know, it's quite far. But it's still possible. And you can also go up there if you can rent a bicycle to go up, if you can, because the slope is quite slanted. So yeah, it's a very nice. And then there you can meet monkeys. We were there and then we found that there were lots of monkey. And this monkey, they are not afraid of people, you know, they will come because they only want food. And then there's this place that we've been to. It's called Bana. I think you could go there by yourself too. So if you go by tourists, by tour guide, it is also possible. And then there is a really, really big buffet where you can eat as much as you want. The buffet is the world biggest buffet I've ever seen my whole life. All right, it's in a very big hall, and if I'm not wrong, there were like 2 or 3 levels of buffet restaurant. So you choose which level you want to go, because I think all of them serve the same food. And oh my God, you'll be shocked. You know, I never seen such a big buffet my whole life. And the quality of the food is actually quite good, you know, because I was thinking, oh my God, this place is so big, right? Usually, if it's a big amount of food, then the quality is not as good. But I was wrong, you know, the quality of food is quite nice. So this is the Bana Hill that we went. So we went with the local guide. You can book if you are afraid to go there by yourself, actually you can also go to any local travel agent, because the price there is very competitive, because these are the people that earn commission, right? And they have a special discount from the what do you call that, from the attraction. So the one that we went, it was very good, because it came and picked us up at the hotel, and also at the end of the day they left us in front of our hotel, and the price is reasonable. I cannot remember exactly how much it was, but you know, it was really worth it, because that place is amazing. And you go up this hill by the world longest cable car, where you could I don't know if I have the picture of the cable car. Yeah, this is a cable car. Let's see if you can see, right? Ajay is taking like pictures, and yeah, see, this is a cable car. Oh, still have some more. Well, I don't know whether okay, it's oh my God, see. So this cable car is an experience, and I felt like the one in Singapore, I was a bit scared, but this one I didn't felt afraid at all, because I find it's really, really stable and it's very safe. So and then you get to see this hill from the cable car. You see that? Okay, now. And also we have uh, uh, the marble iron, the marble, right? The marble mountains when we were there. This is where we, let me just show you. So we're talking about nature. These are real nature, you know. The marble mountain is not so far from where we live to, and the entrance, there's, if I'm not wrong, there is no entrance fee. If you want to take a lift to go up to the top instead of walking up there, I think you pay like a small fee to go up there. But otherwise, you can find out there are buses that go there, and you know it's just right in front of the Marble Mountain, so it's very easy to go there from the city or even from the beach area. So I am going to share more of this kind of album with you, but I'm going to show you where is Danang and the Danang map. Huh? Mhm. Okay, I don't know whether this is a good map to show you. This is a map of Danang. Danang is located in the center of Vietnam, and that is where, this is Danang. You see, it's quite at the curve here. So this, the beach there is considered the world's most beautiful beach. Let me see if I can find pictures of the beach because I think that could be a nice way to tell you. Otherwise, you can always Google and check out yourself, because the one thing I like about beach is the beach is that it is very clean. It's very white. And if you were to rent umbrellas in the beach, it costs around 40,000 dong for a whole day. 40,000 dong is like 4 dong, 10 dong is 4 kroner. For 16 kroner, that's about $1.50 for a whole day, right? And then they have this shelter. And you know, Danang Beach is not like any beach in Thailand. Thailand beach is a hustle. Wherever beach you go, also you get people coming to you and ask you, do you want to buy this? Down there you don't. I never saw anybody coming to up to us and ask us if they want, if we need sunglasses or umbrellas or sarong. So I think they get it. They know that this is very uh, harassing for the tourists, and I think the government somehow stopped that, banned that, so you don't see this kind of vendors selling things or disturbing you at the beach. So the beach is like very ideal also for kids, because the the beginning part is like quite shallow, and mostly because we went there during, I think it was February last year. So the wave was like very, very strong. Okay. It's like you get a lifeguard like every 100, 200 meters. You find a lifeguard and you see there is a flag there. If the flag is red, it means that you cannot swim too far out. So what you can do is you can just swim at the shallow part of the water. And if you swim more than that, the guide will and scream with the beep, and then they will say, come in, come in. You're not allowed to go further down, because you never know what is going on with the current underneath, right? So I think it is very good they do that, because then you feel much safer. And there's a lot of surfer there. So if you want to learn windsurfing and maybe kite, how do you call that? Where you stand on the surfing board and you have this sailing thing. I don't know what is that. Anyone know? Let me know, okay? So they have courses there, very affordable courses. So if you are like thinking about whether you're not, Danang is a perfect place for like beginner to learn how to surf. They don't have those really big crazy wave, unless you're going in a really like winter time, the wave may be slightly higher. But it's a perfect place if you want to learn surfing. What else can I say about Danang? If you have questions, just drop me a line, okay? I can answer the question even though the live streaming already is done. So I happily answer any questions. So in my next video, I'm going to talk about the different part of Danang, because we did a lot of research recently about where is the best place to stay, and I did a lot of analysis on the apartment, the hotel, and then the attraction, like the the neighborhood is for who. There are actually literally three different type of neighborhood. One neighborhood is for the hippies, like all the digital nomad, and then they have like a area where you can only find tourists there, and then you can have one area that is you can find a lot of Korean people there. They call it the Korean area. So I think it is really really interesting, and I think um, I am so welcoming you to share this experience with you on my journey. And don't be shy, okay, to ask us any question. We try our best to help you. Um, and also, I think before you go there, even thinking about that, Danang is a place. The only thing that you need to know is that you need to apply a tourist visa, which means to say that you have to apply for is either 1 month or a 3 month visa. We have applied the visa online. It's called the e-visa. You can also apply it through your embassy, but the easiest way is actually the internet online visa, where you just take just a few minutes to fill up the form. The only thing that you need to know is to know the right size of the passport size picture you have to send, and in what kind of format. And the rest, they need you to find like a hotel first, the address. So it is good if you know which hotel you're staying, and then you just need to include the name of the hotel, the address of the hotel, and the telephone number when you apply for the visa. That way, the uh, immigration board over there in Vietnam, they will have an address to refer you as reference. The visa took about 3 days to we were quite surprised, because it's like 3 days we get the visa already. And you paid about 25 US dollar for a 90 days visa. And there is two types of visa. One type is like single entry, and the other one is multiple entry. The multiple entry visa allows you to come in and out of Vietnam. So I think that one is more expensive. If I'm not wrong, it's like double the price. So, but if you know that you're just going there 90 days, and then after that you're going back home, or you're going to fly to other nearby country, like for us, we are going to Singapore, and then after Singapore, we are going to Korea. So we know the date already, and I think it is easier and cheaper also if you can book from Danang back to whichever Southeast Asia country you are planning to visit. And booking is very very easy. If you want to know more about like what kind of SIM card you should get, what kind of apartment, and then the contract policy, like the market rate for a studio and 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom apartment, I happily provide you all this information. Just let me know in the comment. I'll try my best to answer your question. Otherwise, I will be doing another live streaming about that. So if you're interested, make sure you follow, subscribe to my YouTube channel, put a notification, the bell on, because I often do live streaming, and when you put the notification bell on, you will get notified by YouTube that I'm going on live and the kind of topic that I'm going to talk about. So I hope to see you guys in my near future. I do live streaming almost every day. From now onwards, I'm going to be doing more on the travel because I'm a forager. I am a person who likes to be in the nature. So during the winter time, it's impossible for me to do any foraging video. So during the winter time, I only do like if I'm going on a travel. But usually I like to travel during the winter. So during the winter, I will be providing more of a traveling content and bring you on a journey like my FaceTime friend. All right, we'll be talking live because I don't have time to create videos because it takes too much time to edit a video and I don't have that time. So I rather do live streaming because live streaming appears to be more authentic, and I think also there you could ask me any question on the spot, and if not, after that. So my future upcoming video will mostly be covering traveling to Danang, and maybe we might like to go visit other part of Vietnam also if we allow, because we were thinking about maybe we have a 90 days visa. We can stay 1 month in one apartment, and then maybe we will go away like a few days to somewhere else, and then we come back to Da Nang again, and then maybe we rent for another month, and then from there we will go to Singapore with my daughter and her boyfriend. So we're going to have a lot of planning, and lately I felt like my mind is like thinking about my body is here, but my mind is already there. Oh, it's really exciting, and I hope you join me in this journey. I'll see you in my next. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.